Flosstube! This is Tara with Will the Woman Crafts, and I have done it. I am back at some time point between 2 weeks and a month, so yay me. Even though it's not exactly 2 weeks, but whatever, we're rolling with it. If you are new here, hello, welcome. Feel free to say hey in the comments if you're into that. If not, hope you settle in and, you know, hang out while we see what I got going on over here. And if you've been here for a while, same to you. Feel free to say hi. Feel free to have a snack, do some stitching. Yeah, I think for a lot of us, Flosstube is just a great, like hanging out with a stitchy friend while you're also stitching. So I hope you get some stitching done if you have time. Great. So today I have not a ton of projects to show, but some good work. And then I have a lot of haul to show because I did go to Austin and I had a couple of orders come in the meantime. And so I am excited about that. And there is that little 500 subscriber giveaway. So please stick around for that, or, you know, you have the power, you can jump to the end, but great, let's get going. So I actually had a finish and a start and finish since the last time we chatted. So first up, you're not going to be seeing this anymore, is my Santa's stamp collection. So this was a Black Needle Society Niceless box piece last year. This was intended to be a stitch along. They released a stamp a day, and on December 1st it was like you got all of the outline and the header. So props to anyone who did complete it in December. I for sure did not. I don't remember. I use this in Pattern Keeper, and so I think there's in the neighborhood of like 15,000 something stitches in this whole piece. So I did iron it for you today. This is stitched on 32 count Fortnite Fabrics linen in the colorway Plush, which was in the box. And I did do all of the called for DMC with one exception. I don't highlight this every time. Let's see, sorry, I'm kind of fighting the light here a little bit. Is this better? I don't know. Okay, hopefully you can at least see the work, even if part of my face is sort of in shadow. There was, I believe, a misprint on the colors. So the first 3 days I used this like true orange. You can really see it on stamp 3. But then I switched, which is 608, I believe. And then I switched to 606 for the remainder, which is like a red orange. And on one of the Black Needle Society calls, I think we confirmed that that was the intended color. So everywhere on here except for these 3 stamps, which on the snowman it's only on the nose, which honestly looks fine in orange, and it kind of goes with everything. Anyway, that's the one little customization, we'll say, that I made to this piece. I don't really know exactly how I want to finish it. I think it might look cute as kind of like a pennant or something, like not that it's pennant shaped, but if I was able to put like fabric around it and kind of give it a corner on the bottom and then hang it with like a dowel, I think that might be really cute. So, but I am not one for fully finishing, so don't hold your breath on that. But it would be nice, since I did get this so ahead of schedule. My initial plan was to just get this done before December. It would be nice to have it fully finished by December instead, but we'll see. So goodbye to this one. Great stitching, lots of fun. I love the day 25 stamp. That fireplace there is very lovely. So yeah, I'll get in on these last few on the bottom. So that's what I worked these 2 and these, and number 25 since you saw it last. So there we are. Oh, are you coming to help? He's standing on the other piece. Thank you. Oh, look, so I kind of gave him a little perch. We'll see, because like I said, I know what everyone's actually here for. It's fine. If you're new here, this is Fozzie. He is very Garfield in spirit and form, but we'll see if he hangs out with us. So or not. The second piece that I started and finished after the stamp collection, this was the other thing I packed with me to Texas, and it worked out really well, is Moonlight Kraken by Lola cross stitch. So it's very cute. This is 32 count Lugana in the color Black Pearl, which I thought was very appropriate for this piece. And I don't know if you can kind of see, it's a glitter fabric. I don't think it's technically considered an opalescent, but it is glittery. So yeah, it's this nice moody glittery gray. And I did use all the called for DMCs on this one. This was a little stitch along, hashtag krakenalong, that was born out of the Spring in Stars Hollow virtual retreat earlier, right at the end of April, about a month ago now. And happy to have this finished. So now I gotta kit up the other little stitch along that came out of that one. But yeah, this was really fun, very like beautiful shading. I was surprised how many colors were in this. There was, gosh, I think in the ballpark of maybe 16 colors. So to get that beautiful kind of shading on the water and in the tentacles, and even in the sails, there's multiple colors. So I kind of like that. It can be a little frustrating sometimes, but to have to switch, do a lot of color changing, but I really love that kind of very artistic shading. So this is great. And I have no idea how I'm gonna finish this. It looks cute in this little 4-inch hoop, but I do not know. I do not know what the plan is, but that's okay. It's small, it can hang out. Oh, and then I don't know if I said, this is a Jody from Steel City Stitchers fabric, and this was also from a Black Needle Society box. I think it was the Pirate Life stitching box that came out in 21, 22, 21, I don't remember. Right, great. So that is my finishes and starts, because like I said, since we chatted last, that Kraken was a start and a finish. So next we'll do my 2 whips. So the first one, since this is sitting here, I got back to my Dark Queen of the Earth, and I put her back on the scroll frame, and I still don't really like it. I want to like it so bad, because in this form, like, it's some of the most comfortable stitching I've done in like my the big chair that's in my living room that is a little bit wide. So this actually works really well on the Lowry, like spacing wise, but I can just not get the tension to hold. I watched videos, I bought these little tension clips, which help. I just, as a Q-snap user, I love it like drum tight. And I have not been successful. I don't know if it's because there's so much stitching down here. I don't really know what the issue is. I'll keep messing with it because people rave about these. But if you have any tips, this is an American Dreams scroll frame. It has the Velcro. So if you have any tips, would love to hear, because I'm kind of struggling with it. But we're gonna keep trying, because I know for sure I want to like bead on this, because I know it's, more gentle. And anyway, it would be nice if I liked it. I don't like it. And I feel like my stitches don't look as good, but it's fine, we carry on. So if you are not up on all the Dark Queen of the Earth stuff from Autumn Lane Stitchery, the face and the hair and the arms have been released. So the face and hair was April's release, and the arms were this month's release. I am still kind of finalizing how I want the face to be, I was trying to hold out for the hair pack that they are supposedly releasing, but we have not seen it yet. So I didn't really want to do the face until I saw, all possible options available to me. So I got started with the arms, because I did know I wanted the brown skin tone. So that's kind of what I've gotten started down on this side, and then her other arm over here. So, and then up in her chest. So that's going along. yeah, like I said, I feel like I've lost a lot of momentum trying to work on the scroll frame, but I don't want to give up on it yet. I don't want to like take it fully out of this contraption. I would rather just keep giving it a go to see if I can figure out a way that works for me. But this is on 32 count Under the Sea Fabrics. Oh gosh, the fabric is totally gone. It is one of the two called fors. It was Gilded Oak and Nightshade. Is Nightshade the color? I'm not sure. I am so sorry. If you check on my Instagram, I typically write details in the captions. So yeah, that's how she's looking. We carry on. I'm excited to get to the next part because there's been so much, I feel like, high emotions in the face and arms and that kind of thing that I'm just kind of ready. Get me back to the background, get me back to the nature. It was all good until then. Alrighty, and then last but not least, I don't have a ton of progress on this since I was out of town, but I have my Heaven and Earth Designs, The Astronomer by Myles, Pinkey, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm starting up in this corner over here, and I believe last time I showed it, I was still working on this little lens, so we've come down a bit, and you can kind of see there's another lens up here, but anyway, we're moving along. So with Santa's stamp collection completed, I am thinking about adding the additional stitches. Like, you know, I kind of have my like weekly quotas going. I'm thinking about adding those extra 150 stitches onto this project, but I'm also thinking, and there's kind of a plan. This is the last WIP I have, so we'll just kind of talk plans a little. I do want to keep pushing on other projects, so part of me is like, okay, maybe I'll just hold my original goal weekly for this one, which is 370 stitches a week, which is not that much, but the confetti, it takes a while. If I hold to the at least 370 stitches a week on this, and then kind of have a second project that is my 150 stitches a week, then I can keep pushing forward on other pieces that I want to get done this year. So I'm at a loss. I mean, I think it's fine. It's fine. I don't know. That's things I'm thinking about, but no concrete plans. So yeah, like I said, just kind of for other plans, just want to at least get the arm section done on the Dark Queen before the next month, so that I'm not, you know, more than one part behind. I'm okay to kind of, and we'll see. Once I get this part done, maybe I'll kind of do her face and leave the hair. I don't know, but that is kind of the thought with Dark Queen. Just as we wrap up the end of the month here, it is, oh yeah, I guess some people say like the exact date that they film, but it is Monday the 22nd, May 22nd. So I have a week to kind of wrap up that, so that should not be a problem. It is actually, I will say, I have talked a lot of dirt about how big those Dark Queen sections have been, and I will say this chest and arm section, I think the total stitches is in the ballpark of 1,700 stitches, which is amazing. That's almost like 1,000 stitches less than some of these other pieces we've had, so I'm grateful. I am grateful. It should be even that part, even though she's missing an entire arm, I'm like over a third through that section, so love it. Yes, great. And again, you can check my Instagram if I ever forget a fabric or whatever, but the Heaven and Earth Designs is 1 strand full cross 1/1 on 25 count. Yay. Okay, so yeah, as far as other plans, like I said, I might kit up the dirt gerbil sal that we are starting from. A handful of us are maybe gonna start from the Spring and Stars Hollow stitch along, but other than that, I have haul for y'all and just goodies. So I went to, well, I was in Austin, as we know, for my brother's college graduation. It was a lovely trip, and just always grateful for remote work that I get to spend a little extra time around these types of trips. It means a lot to get that extra time with my family. So yeah, he graduated from Texas State, and if anyone is familiar with Texas State traditions, there is the San Marcos River runs through that campus, and so after you're done with the graduation ceremony, everybody goes outside and the kids jump in the river. So he did his river jump, which is fun. My sister actually also graduated from that university, and she didn't have like a buddy in her college to jump with, so I actually jumped with her. Hopefully that's not like bad luck for me that I participated in a tradition. It was school I didn't attend, but I have survived in the years since. But anyway, so he got his jump done, and that was really great. While I was there, I did purchase, I guess I'll probably have to just put a picture up of this, but I donated for the Earth Day pattern pack from the Stitchers Collective. So I don't know what I'll show you here, but unfortunately at the time I'm filming this isn't available anymore. But if you see anything you really like, I would go look at the Stitchers Collective page, and I think the designers will start to release these, you know, one-off on their own websites and that kind of thing. Oh my gosh, he's standing on stand collection. A menace. Can you not? Thank you. Good night. Okay. My assistant, everyone. So I bought the pattern pack. And then I had come in while I was gone. I'm gonna show this first, and then I'll show you what I bought while I was in Austin. From the Spring and Stars Hollow digital retreat, as I've mentioned enough, I won one of the games. They have two main types of games at these digital retreats. They are stash dives, which are where you like physically are pulling requested items from the space that you're in, and then digital dives, which are where you're kind of doing, they've likened it to oh gosh, what is it, like a game show that is not coming off the top of my head. Supermarket sweep, I think that's what they call it. So like they give you sort of like a shopping list, and you have to go find online active listings of products that meet the criteria on the list. So it's like Supermarket sweep. So I won that one. And this was my prize pack. So I got this gorgeous project bag sewn by Laura of the Black Needle Society. And I will get all of this other stuff out of here real quick so you can see the inside fabric. I believe they said this is Tula Pink fabric. You know, I'm a newbie in the sewing realm, so I don't 100% know all my fabrics, but love that, the gorgeous dragonfly. So love this, it's very squishy. Excited to kit something up into this. So maybe my dirt gerbil will go in here. In addition, you might have seen I got, I got a needle minder that says, "I like big cups and I cannot lie." From Stitchy Pros. Love Stitchy Pros. And this is obviously a reference to Gilmore Girls loving coffee. Then, very excited about this. So if you have been around for a minute, you know that I purchased the Cottage Garden Threads like autumn palette that they did in the fall, and I stitched one of those patterns, and I purchased another or two, but I tried to resist diving into the tea. I am a bit more of a coffee girl. So I was like, okay, I don't need tea patterns. I don't need tea patterns as gorgeous as these silks are, but I won the silk pack from my digital dive win. So as you'll see later, I did get some patterns. So this is the Treenway silk pack for the Tea Time palette stitch along. And then I got a pattern and a pattern book basically. So first one is Lucy Beam Immortal, and it says "Buying cross stitch like I'm immortal." I love this chart. I was so excited to see this one. Very happy about that. It has it's only 3 colors of gentle art. Love it. And then the last thing I got is this Between Friends spring sampling. And this was it looks like a duo project between Hands On Design and Summer House Stitchworks. And there's several patterns in it. So there's this kind of sampler here. There's these 3 biscornus. And then if you look on the back, you can see there's this like pillow design they did and a needle book. Super cute, super cute. I don't have anything right off the bat that is demanding to be stitched at this exact moment. Oh, and this was cute. They called them Love Gifts to Share. And look at that, so cute. Needle cards, there we go, that's what they call them. That would be really cute. That would be cute to take to a convention or retreat. Anyway, so yeah, wonderful prize pack. Always a pleasure. So very excited about all of that. And then I'm gonna wind up for the in-store purchases. I had a small Top Knot Stitcher Shop order come in. So from I've been avoiding saying it, now I'm trying to remember. It's Market that's in the spring, right? I think it's Market that's in the spring. Hands On Design, at whatever last big selling convention just happened, released 3 pieces in this series titled the Polar Plunge series, and the other 2 just came out. So I got those. So we have Puffin Party, so cute, and Penguin Pair. Little mama and baby. I love that. You know, I always think, this is probably not a funny story at all, but when I was in college, my like introductory biology class, we were learning about like surface area to volume ratio, and she used the example of mama and baby penguins, that mama is taller and she has a lower surface area to volume ratio, and so she stays warmer, and that's why she has to warm the baby, because he has a larger surface area to volume ratio. So there's a little biology math tidbit for you today. And then, because I was already on the website, I purchased a little like offcut of fabric, and this is, since I'm now 40 count curious, this is 40 count Affogato from Fiber on a Whim, and I'll tell you, this is the right size for the Lucy Beam Immortal pattern. I think it'll only give me like a 1.5 inch margin on all sides, but I don't care. I might do it. I might do it. I just might do it. So that's a little 8x10 cut. So there we go. That was everything from Top Knot Stitcher Shop. And last but not least, I did make it in San Marcos to the Golden Needle, and I got a lot of stuff for me, but I also got some stuff for you, so that's why I wanted to save it for last. So again, we're gonna keep stalling. For me, she stocks the Seiju boxes, which if you are new around here, I love these. I found one. The first one I found was the Iris box, and I found it in a store in Nashville that's actually a needlepoint store more so, but they had these boxes, and that was the first time I'd ever seen them, and I bought one. And then when I went to the Golden Needle the first time last fall, she had a couple in stock, so she had the Poppy box. So that was my second one, and now I guess this is a thing for me. So this is the Poppy box. And this one is the Carnation box. So this is what the flower will look like. And it is the same like purple kind of snakeskin box, and it has the threads and the pattern and the fabric and a little like batting and cardboard for you to fully finish it. So that's why these get finished, is because they come with everything you need, and it's mostly gluing. So yeah, we'll probably save this for season of smalls. It'll be my 3rd year in a row doing that, so that'll be cute. Yeah, we'll see how many of these I can dig up. It's kind of hard to even find exactly how many different types there are, so I've just been grabbing them when I see a new one. So that was great. Not very interesting, but I did buy some more tape for my scroll frames. Like I said, I'm determined to have a better relationship with it. So, you know, what you get when you buy the scroll frame, I pretty much use the entirety of it on my Dark Queen. So, bought some more of that. And then, as I mentioned, since I got the Treenway silk packs, I got 2 of the Tea Time palette X Stitch the Rainbow pieces, and I'm excited because she had the one that I wanted the most. This was the one that almost broke me, that I almost ordered at the time but then didn't, but now I have an excuse because I have the silk. So this is Ingleside Imaginarium's Tea Time Companion. I love that dragon. Oh, I love that dragon, and how in the little corner there's like the little dragon heads too. Stop. Love that. So got that one. And then I got one more. I got Artist Designs Sweet Tea Rex. There's some very fun little dinos having tea. Love it. So these take, if you're unfamiliar, it's like both these patterns only require the 4 silk colors that I just won. And then lastly, she had a piece out at the Golden Needle up on the front. She model stitched this. Not like, she didn't do the model stitch that's in the pattern, but she has a model in the store of this pattern that I've never seen, and I was blown away. It is called Turn, Turn, Turn by the Noteworthy Needle. And it is like a little origami. It's not really origami, but it's a very fun folding, almost kind of optical illusion type finish. So as you can kind of see, you make this sort of stuffed tube when you're done, and it connects around in a circle, and then you're able to sort of like rotate the 3 sides so that you get these 4 seasonal trees. How cool is that? I thought this was so fun. And if you're having trouble conceptualizing like the shape that I'm talking about, I did go check right before I started filming on the Noteworthy Needles Instagram. I wasn't following it, I don't know why, but I am now. On the Noteworthy Needles Instagram, there is a video of her turning this work, so you can see how it looks when it's constructed. The pattern is a mess because, you know, you're stitching flat and you need to orient it so that all the pieces, you know, go into this round shape and line up. So anyway, that might be a complete nightmare, but yeah, so I picked out those 3 patterns, and then I got 2 pieces of fabric. So the first one is 32 count linen from Atomic Ranch in the color Vapors. So it's this nice like bluey gray, and I actually thought, here, let me grab these again. I actually was kind of thinking, I know this is not really what the model's fabric looks like, but I think I'm really gonna like this. I sort of want to stitch this on this fabric. I think that this gray will lend itself to the sort of color that's in the steam here. I'm sorry for the glare. Popping out, and I don't know. I just kind of like this energy. So we'll see. But yeah, I bought this with this, I bought this fabric with this piece in mind. And honestly, I mean, it would also probably then, you know, if I like how it looks on that, I'm sure I'll love this on this too. So we'll see. And then I got one kind of like fun piece of fabric that I have no freaking clue what's going on it, but I had to have it. And this is Forbidden Fiber Co., also 32 count, Belfast linen. in foliage. Get ready for this. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, that was just one that just was like screaming at me, and I was like, okay, fine, you can come home with me. So those were all of my purchases for me, but I did a little shopping for you. So for 500 subscribers, I have 2 little giveaways I want to do. So one will be domestic and one will be international. So it's not, I mean, I guess preferably if you're, I would hope that this one will go international because I will send it. But I guess I'm not really gonna you don't have to be international. This one is open to anybody, put it this way. I want you to stitch this with me. So you just saw this. This is the Noteworthy Needles, turn, turn, turn. I want a buddy to stitch this with me. And so I am manifesting it. So this is open to anybody. This is a pattern giveaway. I will have all of the little disclaimers in the comments, but basically, I will announce who is the winner on my next video, which again should be in about 2 weeks. And I will comment on your comment here. So leave me a comment that I think I'm gonna go with. I don't know, turn is kind of too common, so I think I'm gonna say season. Leave me a comment with the word season to be entered to win this one, and I will ship this one anywhere. If it gets lost in the mail, I'm not replacing it, but bummer for both of us. So yes, please be 18 so I can ask for your address, and yeah, all that good stuff. So this is prize number 1 for anybody. For domestic, I don't think it's technically summer yet, but so I'm not much of a spring stitcher, so I say it's summer. So I got a little summer pack for you. So first up we have from Primrose Cottage Stitches, Summertime. I just think this is so fun. I was very, it's kind of the first time I've really gone shopping with a giveaway in mind, and I got really stressed out about it. I got really stressed and was like, I don't know, people like samplers, but I don't stitch samplers, which is fine. I just, I kind of had this moment of crisis of oh, should I pick out something that I think someone would like, or should I try to pick out something that speaks to me that I hope someone else will like and seems like something more in the ballpark of what I would stitch. So I tried to go with that. I tried to pick out some things that I would potentially stitch. So anyway, here we go. Summertime. No one asked, but yeah, lots of fun lettering there. It is all DMC, 123 by 120. Very cute. Secondly, I got, okay, this one I did was oh, I know people love the Tiny Town series. So this is Seaside Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. Very cute. Very cute. This has, let's see, ooh, I think it's Classic Colorworks and Weeks. Yeah, mostly Classic Colorworks. There's only 2 Weeks, and there's DMC conversion. There are French knots, backstitching, all good stuff. So the stitch count is 176 by 130. You can finish it flat or in the drum. Love that. And then to round out your little patterns, I picked out a fabric that sounded summery. So this is Fiber on a Whim 16 count Ada in the color Sand. I'll get this out for you. But I hope y'all are excited about it. I think this is a fat quarter. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's huge. There we go. That is really nice. Oh, I really like the way this feels. This is not a stiff Ada. This is not a stiff Ada. This is really nice. I like this. Am I gonna buy some Ada to stitch on? Anyway, so yeah, here we go. You got your sand. Your sand fabric here. So for this one, let's say summer. Tell me some summer plans you're excited about. Tell me summer stitching you got planned. So for the domestic giveaway, which are the 2 patterns and the fabric, comment summer. And then for our global entry, please use the word season, and I will pull those in 2-ish weeks. So thank you so much for anyone who has joined recently or joined us a while ago. I gushed about it last time, but it really is just the most fun, and it's been extra fun now to connect with people that I got to chat with at that retreat, and now I feel like I have been a little bit better about actually like engaging on social media. So that has been really nice. So other than that, I think we're kind of done. If you're done with the stitching and all the goodies, we're done with the goodies. Doing a last scan. Yes. Yeah. So that's that. I kind of already gave my personal update that I had a blast in Austin. Back in town, don't have any travel planned for the next several months, so excited to be in town for the summer, maybe hit up the pool soon-ish, but we kind of keep getting on and off rain. We did go to the Georgia Renaissance Fair yesterday, which was really fun. And just like in a moment of gratitude, I was very grateful that this year I was not in a boot. So last year I had my foot surgery, I've kind of mentioned before, to repair something that was going on in my toe that made my big toe loose, basically, and it was causing like pain even when walking. So I had to have surgery to basically like tighten up everything that was going on down there. And so I was still recovering from surgery, and I remember I had graduated to like the flat shoe that is underneath your ankle. So I finally had like ankle mobility, but I was so nervous about like that amount of walking. Like that was kind of the longest I had been up since my surgery. So I wore, those big awful boots that go halfway up your knee or halfway up your shin. And it was hot. It was miserable. And I mean, like I said, it's like a heavy weight and your hips hurt. You're not walking right. You're on weird terrain. It's not paved. And so I sat a lot last year. So this year was extremely grateful just to be able to kind of walk around. And I will show off. I got a puzzle ring this year. I have sort of resisted making any purchases at the Ren Fair. We've gone a couple years now, but the reason this is considered a puzzle ring is there are 6 bands to this ring. It's like, y'all may not care at all, but I like it. But they all separate, and I don't really want to show anymore because I did the demo with them of how to like shake this loose, and the rings don't like completely fall apart, but they do, like, it will fall out of this shape and in like a big knot that you can't wear. And to configure it back into ring shape is a little finicky procedure. I did it twice practicing at the kiosk that I bought it from, and she gave me like a sturdy, this one's pretty, like the bands are pretty fine, and she gave me one that had thicker bands, and I was muscling around, and you can bend this out of shape. Anyway, I could go on. So this was my big purchase yesterday, and I'm very happy with it. Did kind of a half dress up this year. I need to, with all of this crafty stuff going on, I really need to up my Ren Fair attire, but not this year. That's okay. Yeah, so all that was going on. And then for my girl Jenny, she was interested in hearing an update on the thread organizer app. So I do have one piece of intel that I would like to share. So I have started slowly to start to log my threads on this app, which again, I don't have, the tablet is not with me, but I'll put the logo up in case you missed my last video. I went into detail about finding this app because I've been in the market for something that will help me organize my fancy flosses, because, you know, DMC, there's a lot of lists out there. It's pretty easy. But some of these fancy flosses, particularly ones that are not even in the standard line, you know, you get these mystery boxes and you get these one-off things. It's hard to know like what you have on hand. So what I loved about this app is that you can make custom lists and you can put the color in. So another pro for this app is you can indicate that a thread is variegated. So for any time you make like a thread entry in that app, you can add up to 3 colors. So, I mean, I know that there are some threads that, you know, variegate through like 6 colors, but you can add up to 3 colors to show a variegation. So that's a pro. 2 smallish cons, since we last chatted about it. One is that if it is variegated, it will not work in the color search, which is a bummer. I kind of get it because there's more than one color going on. It will not work if it's variegated. Secondly, I mentioned that the app has a lot of lines already in the system. So this problem came up specifically with dinky dyes. So I have a good chunk of dinky dyes for some different projects, and I went to log my dinky dyes in there, and the developer of the app had not assigned colors to those threads. So like they're already in there, the names are in there, the numbers in there, you know, that it's dinky dyes, that it's silk, all this good stuff. So it saves you from having to hand type all that out. But the colors aren't in there. They're just like gray flat. So I don't know if that is something that they are just like continually adding as they go along, or what is going on, because as far as I can tell, and I may be wrong, I didn't fuss with it too long, but there doesn't seem to be a way for me as a user to change colors on like the preset lists. And if there's no color, it doesn't work in the color search. So the color search being the big feature that really drew me in, that's kind of a bummer. Like I said, I imagine that if they went so far as to import those lists of those lines of threads, that they will get around to it. So that is my update on that. I'm still working through, but overall it's really not too painful. So, I mean, I might end up just like making my own dinky dyes list and make it my own custom list, because then I could just put the color in myself. So some thoughts. That's the update on the thread app. Yeah, other than that, I've been really just like sticking to the cross stitch, and then of course the new Zelda game came out, so I've been playing some of that. And that's kind of how this month has been going, and I hope to, I'm not gonna waffle too long on the end here. Hope you've all been having a good month. I've seen a lot of posts. I didn't really participate in any of like the mental health May stuff, but if you are, I've been loving to see your progress, and I hope that, you know, if you have not participated like me, maybe we all take a moment to do a little gratitude work. And maybe, I mean, anytime I stitch, I feel like it's good for my mental health. So I don't feel like any one piece is like my mental health piece. They all are my mental health pieces. But anyway, thank you again if you stuck it out this long. And hope to see you soon. Don't know how to wrap it up. You saw a glimpse of Fiz. And so yeah, I think you're all settled here. I will catch y'all later. Hope you have a great one. I'm gonna stop talking. Goodbye.